I just want to say this is one of those shows where every time a new episode comes out, it's legit just the best thing. It's a great episode after the other, and I absolutely love it. Yo, what's up, guys? This is Ranger Flame, and welcome everyone to the Black Clover episode 6 and 7 review. I kind of figured I'd do, 6 and 7 because, well, I didn't do one last week because of my laziness. So I figured I'd get both 6 and 7 out here. Of course, 7 just came out, so I figured out, I'll talk about a little bit about 6 and, of course, about today's episode. We're starting off with episode 6 of Black Clover. Really what we've seen throughout the end of episode 5 is Asta going to the Black Bull's base. And I kind of like this episode in general just because, like I said before in like my other reviews here of Black Clover, we get to see a lot of character development here in this episode. We get to see, all the characters we see from the opening, all the members of the Black Bulls, try to get to know them and their personalities here in the anime, if we love them or not, throughout the show. To start off a little bit with Asta, Finn, and Yami going to, the Black Bulls base, we get to see like all the characters where like they all hang out, their personalities and everything like that. And I always say this about every review of me reading the manga, but it's such a cool concept of reading something and seeing it in animation. And these characters in here, and this is one of those shows as well where literally I don't hate any characters. Like, I like every single character in the Black Bull right here, and we get to kind of meet all of them. Also gets to get introduced to each and every one of them, especially my pal Magna, the homie. I'm so excited to see more of him in the anime. Of course, we get to see Luck, Charmy. We get to see a little bit of Noelle in this episode as well. Hashtag best girl in the anime. We also get to see Vanessa as well, and just every single character in the Black Bulls. And then afterwards, when that's all done, when Asta gets to meet all of them and kind of, what their magical ability or why they kind of join the Black Bulls, Magna, takes them outside, for kind of a training thing of why he should be in the Black Bulls. Is he worthy enough or anything like that? So, Asta kind of does some tests for Magna to, prove his worth that he could become a Black Bull member. And a lot of them are pretty crazy, especially one where he had to hit like a big boulder with just his head, which I kind of find hilarious. There's always some humor throughout this anime. Then we get to the big picture right here, which we see Asta versus Magna right here. This is kind of just a little fight. It's not really a fight. It's just kind of like a practice thing, but I guess you could say it's a Asta versus Magna kind of situation right here. Of course, Magna's ability is fire. He gets to create fire magic, and it's kind of like, it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing because really he takes fireballs and he has like this fire bat, and he could swing them at people or just throw fireballs at people, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a little testament to Asta that he could throw them really fast, that you can't even really see it that good. Another one of Asta's abilities in here as well that he didn't know that Yami really wanted to see is, yes, Asta can cut through his magic with the sword, but at the same time what the sword could do is deflect other people's magic right back at them, which we get to see right here, which is a pretty cool moment. And it's kind of funny as well because what I meant about, the baseball bat, his sword was like a baseball bat with the fireball, and it just blows up on Magna's face right there, which is kind of, a cool scene. And it's awesome as well just because, a lot of, the Black Bull members are impressed as well, saying this guy has some potential, like he definitely deserves to be in the Black Bulls. And then we get to see Magna come out all burnt from his flames and everything, and we get to see him hand Asta his robe right here. It's a really cool thing. It's a really touching moment because this is one of Asta's dreams to become one of the Magic Knights right here. This is his kind of dream right in front of his eyes right here, meeting new people and finally joining the Magic Knights so he could be one step closer to becoming the Wizard King right here. So it's kind of cool to see all the characters admire him. And also it's a little cool thing that Vanessa did right here as well is flip his headband around, and on the back, which is going to be his front right now, she makes a Black Bull sign for his headband. And yeah, there you go, he is a full member of the Black Bulls, which is a really cool thing inside as well. Like, I definitely have to say there is a lot of emotional moments here in the anime, and this is definitely one of them. And it's you just feel happy about Asta, all the training that he's went through, all the people that said that he wasn't going to do it, he proved them all wrong, and he finally is a member of an elite, well, not, I wouldn't really say an elite squad, but elite squad of the Magic Knights, coming closer and closer to maybe becoming a captain one day or going to the Wizard King. And then at the end of the episode 6, we see a little bit of Noelle right here, as we saw her, in episodes 4 and 5, taking the exam right here. We get to see a little bit, which I'm not going to spoil, but I definitely will say she is, the best female character in this show. We get to see, a lot more of hers, throughout the anime. And, that was the end of episode 6. So now we're going to move on to episode 7 right here, which is a new episode here today. And this episode really focuses on Noelle. This is the other new recruit. It wasn't just Asta that got into the Black Bulls, it was Noelle as well, and she is part of the royal family. But the problem with her being, in the Black Bulls, you have to question, why is she part of the Black Bulls? It's one thing right here that we get to see, in animation as well. I know I'm talking about the manga or everything, but the problem that she has with her is not being able to control her magic. That is her downfall right there. That's why she became a member of the Black Bulls, is yes, she has strong magical powers, but she can't control them by herself. This episode really get to see, a lot more of, the Black Bulls base right here. It's kind of a cool feature. I totally, kind of forgot about it, but, when Asta wakes up, he's glad that, he doesn't have a dream. But it's a cool thing as well without the base. It's kind of, a little bit scary as well that we get to see, Asta meet Magna right here. He's giving the tour of what the base is all like. And after each night, the base actually changes around, which is, kind of cool and scary or whatever. We get to see, all the rooms. We get to see, the cafeteria. We get to see the hot tub area, the women's area, the traps, which I kind of thought was hilarious. That if any man goes over to the, the women's, kind of, place in the base, there would be traps to kill them, which I thought was kind of funny. And we just see everything else as well. We see kind of a funny shot of him, showing the bathroom, and Yami's in there, and they both run away because they'll get killed by Yami, which, there's definitely a lot of humor in this episode, what I liked. And also, before I kind of go further in this, anime as well, we get to see the church right here. Another emotional scene here throughout the anime, as, we get to see if they know if or Asta passed or not. And of course, they read the first message and passes. He's a member of the Golden Dawn. I don't know if they actually kind of shown that. They really just said, hey, he's part of the Magic Knights. Father's going to go and tell everyone that, made it. And then, of course, we get to see Asta's message as well that, Sister Lily reads out to everyone that everyone's in shock. They thought Asta was going to fail, he was going to come back home, but no, he was a member of the Black Bulls now, he made it. And it's kind of a cool moment as well, because even his family was doubting him a little bit. And it's not just that, because they just didn't want Asta to leave as well. They didn't want both of them to leave just because they're family, and they want to be back home. And they thought since Asta doesn't have any magical powers, that he wouldn't pass this, he would come home and be with his family again. Then we get to the more serious part here about this anime right here, about Noelle, about her not controlling her magical abilities. As I said here, kind of at, just at the beginning of this episode or whatever, is we get to see more of her character right here. We get to see that she thinks that she's higher class than everyone, even though that she's a member of the Black Bulls. And I feel like it was a little bit of a disgrace when she threw that robe down, saying that the Black Bulls aren't even worth it whatsoever, because I kind of cracked at Asta a little bit that all that he's trained for, everything to become a Magic Knight, it doesn't even matter if, he's part of any squad. But it was kind of sad to his point right there that, he's worked so hard that someone could just throw this robe down. It's really unnecessary. And then, Asta's kind of walking one day, and, he sees this kind of explosion come up. He gets hit by this water ball, and it's kind of another funny moment in this. And he tries to go and check it out, and he sees Noelle right here trying to hit a tree. It has a big target on it, and then there's, kind of explosions, all around from the water. All, the dirt and the gravel all being destroyed. And he's seeing that, she kind of has a problem as well, that she's kind of like him a little bit, that, her family disgraces her, and that she shouldn't, belong in the royal family whatsoever. And it kind of, it's kind of a relationship with Asta right there, just because, well, it's not the family part right there. Asta had a good family, but it just, people doubting him that, he doesn't have any magical powers, that he'll never come this far, he'll never become a Magic Knight. So he has a feeling that, he's kind of like her a little bit. He knows, kind of the struggle that she is going through. And then afterwards, she tries to, get this big water ball to, Asta. She wants to, kind of kill him or something. Not really kill him, but just hurt him, for him to go away. And suddenly it becomes more and more powerful right here. Her magic just is, out of control right here. We get to see a lot of the Black Bull members, realize this. They go outside in this big water ball is about to go everywhere, and Yami and the rest of the gang, or if they use their magic against her, that she might die from it. So of course it's kind of another funny moment of Austin, kind of flying over the Yami, because well, he knows what to do, because his sword deflects magic. So if he hits his sword to it, she'll be okay and everything like that. So he throws Asta to her, he brings out his sword, slashes it right in half. Kind of a cool moment right there. They're falling from the sky. Finn saves them. Another heartfelt moment right here, just because of what I said about Noelle, her family disgracing her and everything like that. We get to see her make a new family right here. The Black Bulls are a new family. It doesn't matter if they're the worst Magic Squad or whatever. They're all idiots. Magna points out right here, no one's really special at all. We take care of each other, and it doesn't matter if you can't control your magic or not. You are a part of this team, and we hope that you stay. It's kind of another emotional part there of Noelle finally accepting the Black Bulls, that they are a good squad and that they could be her other family in this. And we see Asta grab her hands and welcome to the Black Bulls, and she says thank you, like kind of the thing that Asta said in episode 6. And there we go, that is the end of the episode right there of Black Clover episodes 6 and 7 right here. So glad with the series that like every episode when it comes out right here, it's legit just like the best. I'm so happy with this anime right now, guys. I feel like it's kind of rare with, shows and that every single time. Sometimes, when you watch a show, there's always like bad episodes. But with this show right here, I'm just glad that, every time we get an episode next week, you're always hyped for it. And it always becomes an amazing episode. And I like it. I know we're only 7 episodes, deep right now. There's probably going to be episodes where you're going to be like, or a pass, or it's not good. But for right now, I feel like, and I don't want to give it a lot of credit, but I just feel like, Black Clover is definitely going on the roots right now. And I know that a lot of people like kind of dislike the show a little bit right now, just because if you read the manga to the anime, the manga speeds up. Like the manga, just like if you're done one chapter, you're in another arc already. Like that's kind of how fast it is. While with this show, it's kind of taking its time a little bit, but I feel like it's definitely doing like really good of how it is right now with the pacing. The episodes are great. I feel like they're getting a lot of stuff that kind of weren't really in the manga a little bit, that they're giving more backstory to the characters, which I love about that. And I'm just happy that every single episode that comes out, I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's definitely a good pacing for the anime. Put this all together, guys, I know I always do a rating of 10 out of 10, but since I did 2 episodes today, I'll do a rank out of 20. So for both episodes here today, I would definitely put it, both of them on 15 out of 20 right here. I'll give both episodes in general, if I had to put it in the 20, 15 out of 20 right here. It's incredible. I highly encourage you guys going to watch it. It's an incredible anime. It's an incredible series, and I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it. I apologize for not getting episode 6 right here last week, guys. I do apologize of me and my laziness, but just hope you guys enjoyed my review here today for both the episodes. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and we'll see you guys in next week's episode review. But much love, guys, and hope you all have a fantastic day. This is Flame, guys. Peace.